Hello and welcome back to the channel. Going to do a slightly different video than what I normally do. This is going to be kind of giving my thoughts on revive farming and the nerf that Kabam has announced that they are going to do, and put this in context of what I'm going to be doing for the remaining 3 paths that I have in Necropolis. During the live stream of my 3rd path, I had made, my intentions clear on what I was going to do, and, it, created a little bit of conversation there. And then I was just talking with Lefty Knox on one of his streams, and he said I should make a video based on my thoughts. So here we go. Like I said, first of its kind for me. Not sure how this will work out. Not sure how it'll come across, but we're going to give it a shot. So first off, let me start by saying I understand completely that Kabam makes money selling revives. They cost units if you don't farm them. You can see here I'm spending energy. So, there is a unit cost there. Right now in the game, the most required resource all the way across the board is energy. It's not revives. It's nothing like that. It is energy. You need energy for the event quest. You need energy for the side quest. You need energy for long form content, be it Abyss, Necropolis, Realm of Legends, Labyrinth of Legends, whatever it is, you need energy for it. You need energy for Battlegrounds. That is the biggest and most valuable resource that Kabam can offer. If I'm willing to spend that energy and those resources, my energy refills and things like that, to farm revives, let me. I am using your resources that I have to pay for, whether I have grinded for the energy refills or not. I am paying for them. It is my units to pay for the energy. Let me use my time in game and the energy I buy from you and that you give to me sometimes for free to farm those revives. Why do I say that? I am not Karate Mike. I am not MSD. I am not going to clear Necropolis with 50 revives or less. I think they did it with a heck of a lot less. I can't clear a path with 50 revives. It's just the way it is. I think path 3 cost me roughly 60 to 70. I figure path 4 is going to be more than that, and the other ones may be even more than that. But if I'm willing to use my energy and buy energy refills to grind for the revives, let me. My thought process right now has changed. When I first started doing Necropolis, I was like, okay, I'm going to grind up about 100 revives. When they're gone, I'm going to buy revives. And that's the way I approached it. Then they announced the nerf. As soon as they announced the nerf, my thought process changed. My thought process went to, I'm going to farm full time. I am not going to directly buy 1 revive at all for Necropolis. Period. I will not buy a revive for Necropolis. I am going to go in with overkill on the number of revives I feel like I'm going to need for each path, and I will gladly buy the energy to farm the revives. But between now and the time I run my next 3 paths, I am just going to grind and grind and grind. But I really do not want to buy a single revive. Will I need to? What would happen if I got to the final fight and I ran out of revives? I would probably, I'm not going to be stupid. I would go ahead and buy one. But really the plan for me is not to need to do that. So, I also understand the school of thought that if I didn't have the time, if I couldn't sit here and auto fight while I did my job or while I was sitting around on Saturday doing something else, if this wasn't here, I understand hey, have them for sale, have them at a slightly higher cost. I will pay it. It's a give and take. I will either give you my time and my energy, or I will give you my units for the potions. I'm going to compare this to another game that I played quite a bit. I haven't played it in a while, but World of Warcraft. I could go into the auction house there and I could buy health potions, as many as I wanted to buy. if I had the gold, I could buy them. Okay. But if I didn't have the gold, or I didn't feel like using my gold towards that, I could go out and I could, farm all the ingredients to make the potions myself. That way they're quote unquote free. And that's the way Kabam views what I'm doing right now, is I'm getting the revives for free. But I'm investing my time, my energy, my other resources into farming for the ingredients. So I understand that. Now, okay, say, yes, I agree completely that farming revives is a terrible thing, and all that. Okay, give me more inventory space to hold more revives. You only give 1 revive a day in Apothecary. If you're really lucky, you get 2. You give 1 revive a day away in the 22-hour daily events. I can hold 25 of each of those, the 20%ers and the 40%ers in my inventory. It would take me 25 days to just max out my 20%ers and my 40%ers, and still need another 50 to feel comfortable going in and running a Necropolis path. So increase the cap space, and I'll run Necropolis path every 2 months. I do not like being told, well, the only way that you're going to be able to complete this content is to pay for it. I spend enough on this game. I have, I'm not a whale. I take advantage of the events. I take advantage of Arena. I do what I can to minimize the amount of spend that I put into the game. Because I'm not good enough to clear the end game content with the limited number of revives that we get for quote-unquote free, I don't mind putting the time in to grind the other resources. So, that's really kind of, my only thought towards this is, right now, as it stands, I've got 3 paths left. I am going to grind this quest, spending as much money / units as I need to have 120% revives, and then I will run a path. And then I will come back out of that path, and I will run this quest until I have another 100 revives. And then I will run path 5, and then I will repeat for path 6. That is my plan. That is what I'm going to do going forward. Do I blame them for removing it? No. Do I understand it completely? More or less. Like I said, I understand they are a business. I understand that they want to make money, and they do make money off of selling the revives. But you also make money selling the energy. You've got me in-game, more engaged, doing more right now than if I just said, the heck with it. I've got 29,000 units. Let me drop 2,000 units on revives. I could do that. I could easily do that. I could do that for the remaining 3 paths, and, if it cost me 4,000 units a path, or 5,000, I've got the units. I could, if it costs $5,000 or 5,000 units a path, I could run all 6 with the units I've got. I choose not to. And that's kind of what I want. I want that choice. I want to be able to freely sit here and say, I want to spend my time, or I want to spend my units. Right now, for example, this is going to cost me 40 energy, and there's no revives on the map. So, does it work every time? No. But I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to continue to do this. So that's kind of my thoughts and my opinions. I've rambled a little bit, and I apologize about that. I've gone on maybe a tangent or two, and once again, I apologize that as well. But I would love to hear your thoughts and your comments. Please leave them for me in the comments below. Love to have a, next live stream that I do, which may be today. Once I hit 100, I am going to go ahead and do Path 4 in Necropolis. So I'm getting closer. I think I'm roughly at 75 right now. So maybe later on this afternoon, we'll be live doing another path. If not, we'll see what we can come up with to do. But I do appreciate your time. I appreciate everybody who's listened. Like I said, please leave me a like, subscribe, comment down below with your thoughts, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks again.